Howdy Earthlings! I've been a little busy and haven't been able to work on a video for this week, and that's because of this little dude. We found him outside our apartment around midnight a couple of days ago, meowing for help. At first we thought it might have been frogs because they like to chill in our backyard and get noisy at night, but it's been too cold for them. So we found him and we brought him inside, because, you know, we couldn't let him freeze out there. We first named him Sickle, as short for icicle because he was almost one. Then it was Stinker because he smells bad. And finally we settled on Figgy, as short for figgy pudding because he was found around the holidays. He's fine though. We've been keeping him in the bathroom with the heater on. We have two cats and we had to keep him separate at first because he could have had feline leukemia, which is super contagious between cats. Cats who get it tend to not live very long, and we have two cats, Bo and Nix, who are both currently on an excellent living streak, and I do not want to break their record. Thankfully, a lot of you have helped Figgy out a lot through donations, and we were able to get him in last minute to get tested for feline leukemia. If we waited much longer, it might have started conflicting with, Christmas schedules. But he has come back negative. He does not have feline leukemia, which means he could be around the other kitties. But this is awesome news because it would have sucked to take care of him knowing that he wouldn't live long. But don't be sad, because he is so good. He is so fine. He's warm, toasty, and well fed. We also got him flea treated, food, bowls, his own litter box, and some toys. The rest of the money is being put aside to help a bit with vaccines and neutering. For now, he needs to stay in the bathroom though, and he really doesn't like that. Very, very loud yelling. But he needs to be separate from the other cats while they get used to each other for his own safety. Nix doesn't like, well, anyone really. She's not very friendly. Bo is also a little weirded out by him, so they need to be integrated with each other slowly so no one gets hurt. We still let him come out regularly throughout the day for playtime and to explore the house. Some people have been saying congrats on the new pet and that the cat distribution system is working as intended, but we already have two cats. The vet said we need to post about him and try to find his owner, but if no one claims him within a week, he's ours. Then we'll discuss whether we're going to be keeping him or rehoming him. Unfortunately, the shelters around here have been full since spring, which is part of why we asked for the donations to help get him feline, leukemia tested, because there was no way they were going to have room. They've been full since spring, which means things like vaccines, neutering, and all of that are going to be on whoever decides to own him. So I don't think we're going to find anyone who will take him because of how much that stuff costs. But he's a kitten, so rehoming him should be easy. But the problem is he's really cute, so I think we might have a third cat. Throwing him back outside just isn't an option. Cats are an invasive species and shouldn't be outside, and I don't think he'd make it outside on his own. Anyway, if you want to help Figgy, we still need some help with neutering and vaccines, which we will have to do pretty soon. He's ready for those. You can help if you want to by using super comments, becoming a member, or by joining my Patreon. I'd give out my PayPal again, but these are the safest options as I don't have to worry about chargebacks. Even if you only spare $1, it means a lot. Thanks again to everyone who donated to help get him tested, and to all my supporters on Patreon and members like Nebazit, Aspirin Artist, Paper, Fey Penguin, Momentary Unicorn, Aurora the Puppy Moth, Nat, Marius, Yini, Worm Syrup, Rask, Beeve, Colorado Blue, Vaderson, Linky again, TG Dante, Willie Pete, Spyjack, and Malting Brick. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.